Hello, friends. Happy Thursday. John and Guapo. Always the fucking best. I appreciate you guys. I'll be honest. What is good, John? How are you, brother? Sorry for getting this done really quick. Wampo, what's up, dude? Happy Thursday. It's going good. I'm sorry I was behind, so I'm just slamming buttons as fast as I can to try and catch up. But, all right, we're back. We're live. We're doing it now. We got to look at the cannabis news. We got to see if there's anything going. We are 4 full days away from 420. Oh! Red light for red alerts. Dude, I like that. Woo! Woo! Gonna be chicken parma nothing. I am... Is there anything in the news? Anybody see anything that's worth a damn? Unsafe pesticide levels in Denver? Oh, surprising ways cannabis may affect the aging brain. Oh. John Whitney, happy Thursday, bro. How are you? Dude, After Effects. You gotta use After Effects. You see? No, I can always, let me know what you need. I do have some skills in that. Some, not a lot. Florida man, 2,000 pounds. Florida man. Florida man at it again. He had 2,000 pounds of something inside of his truck? Inside an SUV? How the fuck you achieve that? This shit was just cruising like this down the highway, just fucking... Ooh, after post. Mmm. Oh, no. It wasn't his vehicle. That's... Oh, ad blocker. They don't like me. They don't like me. Oh. You want to see the map of where cannabis is legal? Continue to the site. Jesus H, block the thing. Stop asking where I live. Hold on, let's see. Oh, look, what do we got? Medical, no legal access. Idaho. Whoa, what is this? Low CBD THC. This has got to be everywhere that there's a hemp thing, because Iowa, Wisconsin, and Indiana are all fucking. Tennessee was like popping with cannabis stuff, or like THCA stuff. Jesus, I need H2O. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with my honey sauce. Top 64 at 10. Why the illicit cannabis market still dominates in California. Because paying more for less seems like a mistake. They already got like many arbitrage against us to begin with, but this one's a weird one. You know what I mean? Force you into a store around some people you don't want to be around to get charged too much. I mean, now listen, you run into a good one though, you're in good shape. You don't feel that bad. And honestly, prices in Illinois have come down a bunch. I saw this. Oh yeah, guap. The Nashville thing is very prominent, like THCA, very. Is Connecticut in a cannabis arms race with Massachusetts? This is like Ohio versus Michigan. Massachusetts legislators unanimously pass a bill that would double the daily cannabis purchase limit, while Connecticut is considering going the opposite way. You know, they don't like me to use an ad blocker, but I don't like to not use ad blockers, so we're just gonna keep on going on. Virginia, slow. Oh, law now bans Ohioans from using Michigan's cheaper cannabis. How the hell does that work? They're gonna ask me to fucking get away from this site, I think, but that's okay. Despite changes to Ohio, Michigan's cannabis law, it is still cheaper for Ohioans to drive from Columbus to Michigan dispensaries and to buy marijuana in the state. Ugh, that's not good. Data shows Central Ohioans would save about $76.63 by driving to Michigan to purchase cannabis. Where the fuck? How is that even calculated? I mean, if they maxed their limit out, I would imagine. An ounce of marijuana flower costs more than $200 in Ohio and around $91 in Michigan. And I think... What up, Ganja Toker? How are you, bro? Ohio's average price. Oh, the gas expense. Total cost for Michigan cannabis. Look at this. This is wild. They're trying to compare how much cheaper it would be just to take the gas. $37 worth of gas is now $48 worth of gas 2 fucking months later. $11 increase, as we all know. It's no hidden thing, but Jesus. And then look at this. That Michigan total cost has increased. Even their average. Wow. That's that tax thing kicking in there. Well, Ohioans, how did it go down and then go back up? They were like, you know what? We broke sub 178. We're not into it. Got to go back above. Anyway. Good stuff. Surprising ways cannabis may affect the aging brain. Let's check this out. I mean, it's got to be this, stroke and let's see, about 14.4 or 15.4% of Americans older than 12 have used cannabis in the past month. Older than 12. You increase that number to 18 or 21, somewhere where you're legally allowed to, and it becomes drastically higher, I think. According to 2024 substance abuse. Dudley Dawson, what's up, brother? The number has been increasing as new marijuana products hit the market and more states legalize its use. There you go. Older adults, those 60 and older, are the fastest growing group of cannabis users in the country. Now, 60 and older makes you of the age of the 1960s, right? And the 1960s was the hippie movement and everything. So that checks out. Adults over 60 who started using did so for medical reasons. Look at that. Including to treat pain, arthritis, sleep disturbances, anxiety, and depression. Anxiety and depression, sleep, and pain are the three most used, and I would venture to tell you probably 80% of cannabis use is for those three things. There is obviously, and pain just blankets a lot of that. Like arthritis has its own pains, so it just blankets that. Cannabis use is linked to worse working memory. Probably isn't too surprising. Cannabis can affect your ability to retain information in the short term. This makes some intuitive sense to anyone who has tried it. If you smoke cannabis afterward, if you do a working memory test where you're trying to maintain some piece of information like a phone number or a short list of words, you're less good at doing that while you're acutely intoxicated, says old Joseph, the associate professor of psychiatry and co-director of the Division of Addiction Science Prevention and Treatment at the University of Colorado School of Medicine. Holy mouthful. There is something to be said here, but there is also something to be said for a lot of people who are very high functioning under the influence of cannabis. I know probably some of you are here. I use cannabis while doing this stream. I know a lot of people who do plenty of functional things where they're using intellect, and they don't seem massively affected by it. But every single one of us can at least admit that there is some of that going. And I don't think anybody's trying to go, no, nah, me. And even if you don't feel it, if you took the tests, if you took a test, I would guesstimate that there is some delay there. And if we're not being honest about it, then it's a better chance that, I don't know. I'm just okay. A lifetime use seems to have a similar effect. Consistent cannabis use tends to have lasting memory deficits compared with non-users. And this is something, effective cannabis use on more than 1,000 adults aged 22 to 36 using brain imaging. Heavy lifetime users exhibited lower brain activity during a working memory task compared with non-users after excluding recent users. And I wonder, what I've been talking about a lot too is the abundance of THC that is pushed nowadays, and this hurry up and repeat. If we look at the industrialization of cannabis, it literally has become like, just a capitalistic movement. It's all for profit, and fine, again, I'm not mad at that. I'm just saying that to make it a profitable something, you need people to keep coming and doing it. I forget who it was. The toothbrush. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? There's a influential, prominent like businessman who says if you want to become super rich, make people want to use get something like the toothbrush that people are going to use twice a day and then you'll become rich off of it, right? And that's what cannabis kind of is for some, in some essence, but I don't like. Yeah, I don't know. Um, Ron Burgundy, probably. It could easily be, you know. But I wonder if this isn't because of excessive THC use. And I wonder what it would look like for a more robust cannabinoid profile to be regularly available, or if we started scaling back THC. Very possible. Very possible. You got to use a toothbrush twice a day to understand that you need that's a good. Anyway, never mind. There isn't much research on potential long-term memory effects, but it's a growing area of study as more older adults use cannabis. Essentially, baby boomers who grew up using cannabis are now using it in older age, but experiencing some of those effects on working memory. Available research suggests no overarching association between cannabis use and cognitive decline or dementia risk, although larger and longer studies are needed on this topic. And that's the whole thing. It's not that there is some massive decline or excess risk of Alzheimer's or dementia because of what we're playing in the mind, but there is something to be said for longer use. You kind of just forget the short-term stuff. So if you're always forgetting the short-term stuff, get 10 years, 15 years down the road, and then you go, wait, what? What happened 10 or 15 years ago? I don't remember that. And hands up on that one, my friends. It's tied to change in brain volume. This is most pronounced in people who started using cannabis in adolescence when the brain was still developing. Cannabinoid exposure during the developmental window probably interferes with some of those normal brain development functions. That is also why I'm all the way for age gating this thing. And Wapple and I were talking about it this weekend too, at the seed swap. You probably want to wait until you're 26 years old if you don't need to use cannabis for anything up until that point. Once we get to 26, we hit our full peak development physically. So, yeah. Anyway, we need more data. Oh, they need the data. Mood disorders, again, and I'm not even going to read it. We all kind of know. This all seems very intuitive. We all know about the paranoia and but this is the one here that post-traumatic stress disorder where there's actually a trigger, and can this thing flip the switch or not? Anxiety tends to be an underlying, and though this is very triggered, this is just always present. Can we flip that switch with cannabis well? And that's what it's massively beneficial at, is being like the switch, you know? So anyway, age matters when it comes to problematic cannabis use. Research suggests that 22 to 30% of people who use cannabis have cannabis use disorder. This is just, and I don't want to jump off the deep end, this is a type of substance use problem. Anybody who uses cannabis more than once, according to some of these statistics, has cannabis use disorder. And if you use it more than, I forget what it is, 2 times a week or 3 times a week, you fall into this category. According to like science and all, right? Like according to the way that they try and make it. And that's what, if you heard me last week, I was talking about it. I heard though controversial in some ways, but I think y'all can understand why I would say it. Facts don't mean as much as truths. And I've been lingering on that lately because some facts, they're backed up by people saying it, right? This is a guy from university, and he's the psychiatry guy, and he has accolades. He's got a brand to uphold. He's got that thing, that title. So in that, he holds an authority on it. So then what he's saying is a fact according to how we run this logic process. And it's not that he isn't right in some regards, it's that you're discrediting the other side of things. And I think that a truth holds both sides in consideration. And for all of us, that's really the big difference. Hopefully you're able to see both sides, is all I'm saying. There are things that are happening that cannabis is doing that might not be beneficial. I've talked about a lot of the things for a long time, whether it's psychological, whether it's physiological. There's a lot of different, the potential for stroke and heart attack, the potential for hyperemesis, the potential for, and it takes predisposed, you have to have a pre-exposed something going on before you can just be considered like schizophrenia. This could make schizophrenia far worse, but if you haven't been predisposed to disposal sound, it doesn't sound right. If you are schizophrenic to begin with, then using cannabis is bad. But if you are not schizophrenic, using cannabis doesn't mean that it's going to make you schizophrenic. You see, it's the same thing with the dementia thing, with the Alzheimer's. If you had those markers and it seemed like something that could potentially come up, or you got a family history of it, it's in your genes somehow, there's a better chance that this thing could exacerbate or make it worse. But if you don't have that, it has never shown to be the thing that caused it. So Dr. Ryman had some good stuff on this. Yeah, I was, again, I'm a big fan of her approach at it, where she talks about using, yeah, exactly, you have to understand all the risks, and not being aware that there is some risk, and then watching a bunch of people, I had a friend the other day try to explain to me how THCA weed is fake, and because of THCA weed, all cannabis is bad now. And he was at work, so he had to get off the phone. It was a point where I started attacking it, and I was like, no, but that's not how this goes. He's right for the wrong reasons, but he's wrong for a lot of reasons. And it's, again, cannabis is cannabis. Cannabinoids, if you are consuming cannabinoids, and this is why I don't care what they call it, sativa, indica, THCA, THC, recreational, medical, I don't give a shit. I think all of that is bad misinformation, that they're more facts than truths. Okay? The truths of cannabis are your methods of ingestion, your cannabinoids, and your terpenoids, where the facts of cannabis are indica, sativa, medical, recreational. You see what I'm saying? These things are facts in the way that if you pick up the label, if you pick up the jar, it says that. And they're the authority. They're the people who put it out. So you need to listen to what they say. You don't have the ability really to fight against it. And even if we got to a point where you were able to lab test cannabis and you got a full lab breakdown of what is going on there, terpenoids and all, would you be aware enough to consider that thing more indica or more sativa? And it's not like understanding that myrcene and linalool fall more indica and limonene and pinene fall more sativa. But at the same time, limonene and myrcene are the two most abundant terpenes in all cannabis plants. So, yeah. I think that if we stuck to the truths of cannabis and not maybe some of the facts of cannabis, and I know that there's like, I'm asking you to think about this differently in a way that might not be intuitive to all of you, because you're saying take, backed away from, and then search for a truth. Well, so if ChatGPT tells you the answer to something, is that a fact? And it could be, because it's pulling information from somewhere. And granted, it's just predicting the next word or letters or phrase or whatever. It is also pulling that from all the inputs. So, is it a fact in some way? Somebody somewhere claimed that to be factual, and they have the accreditation and the titles enough to carry their facts and to go, okay, well, 50% and 20% and 60%. And so at least as far as that 20, 50, and 60% goes, you see, it's like the Anchorman thing. 60% of the time, it works all the time. Well, if 60% of the time is 100%, if that means that it is a fact because more than 60%, right? Well, and that's a majority. Well, then it doesn't hold a truth to it, because for 40%, it's not factual, or it's not a truth to them. So, yeah, I'm more intrigued by the truths of what this plant is capable. Yeah. Anita goated, Lucy goated, G-O-A-T goat, 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 goated. And again, see, so this is it. High potency cannabis, America's next new pastime, and psychiatry's next challenge. I'll fucking get words out of my mouth too one of these times. Guap, you're not the only one. I struggle to get this shit sometimes too. But this is it. This is the big part of this. High potency. By high potency, what is potency? We only measure potency in THC. So I do, and I'm of this mindset too, that maybe full-blown consumption of high THC cannabis isn't as beneficial as proper use of cannabis. Yeah. 21 virgins. For a lot of people, the question is no longer, how do I get messed up? But how do I unwind without wrecking tomorrow? The headlines of an alcohol alternative, cannabis. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I've just realized that was not a thing. Whoa! Heard smoking weed makes you convert to Islam. No. That's not true. The guy behind the counter told me this hybrid gummy was gonna make a lot of my dreams come true. He said, "A lot of my dreams come true." There's nothing better than a little wordplay. No, that's awesome. It's not true. I tried to ask. I used Perplexity. I miss you too, brother. I hope all is well. Did you move yet? Oh, Opa. No, you did. Well, I'll have to come see you. Yeah. I think dude, you don't have to bribe me, but I'll take the bribe. I'm not afraid. That shit was so gas, dude. I've been honestly, like, I can't be annoying and be like, yo, dude, what are you doing this week? We should get more Prestigio. And by we, I mean, you should do it and just let me come and fucking devour it. But at the same time, you know, yeah, I would. It was, I'm telling you, I still think about it. Me and the girlfriend a couple of days ago were talking about it. Where do we get pasticho like that? And I don't know. Like, it's just not the same. We've gone to a couple of places. It's just not the same. You know, Basil's? No. The Flame? No. Anyway. Oh. It's a native tribe taking on the most anti-cannabis state in the U.S. Oh, was that Nebraska that I was looking at in that fucking thing earlier, not Idaho? The least... Oh, I've gone to this side again. Why is Nebraska medical cannabis moving so slowly? Oh, no, they got it. Idaho was the bad one then. I thought I knew the shapes of my states. I mean, I thought I did. I don't know if I really do or don't, but... Jesus H. Louises. Security guard accused of stabbing man outside of Macomb County Cannabis Dispensary. This is crazy. You know, we talked about this actually when... Oh, I appreciate you too, fam. We talked about this when I used to work at the dispensary. How much better it would be if there wasn't security. There's all kinds of trip buttons and like... If you're coming in during the middle of the day to steal from a dispensary or to try and cause a ruckus from a dispensary, you're fucking things up really bad. I'm not saying that security is bad because it leaves a presence of like, don't allow fuckery. But I also think that it's completely unnecessary. And security in the way that there are, I mean, there were literally like, I think 40-ish cameras at the last dispensary that I worked at. I think we had, I can almost count them. We had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We had 10 outside cameras, I think. You know, on the dispensary floor alone. And like, that's the whole thing is like, what are you getting away with? You're not getting away with anything. Ignorance is what you're getting away with. And then not only that, like, if you're at the counter of most of these places and somebody comes in acting reckless, you go, okay, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I'll go get you what you're looking for. And then you walk into the back and you disappear. They ain't never coming in. A lot of the dispensaries in Illinois had bulletproof walls put up in their vaults and stuff. Now, granted, this was at the beginning of the dispensary thing. So if you're in an older building, that might be more true than it is now. But at the same time, come in shooting up a dispo, you're a little silly. But now to have a security guard stabbing one of your customers, and they talk about good, I will tell you, the future of cannabis dispensaries has nothing to do with pricing or anything. It has to do with the VIP experience. That's really what fucking will make the difference here. You know, it's not very VIP getting stabbed on the way out by the security guy who you were pissed off seeing it in the first place. Doesn't look so good for the market either. Oh, see? Idaho, 100,000 signatures, still the only state with no access to anything. Hemp, THCA, none of it. Medical, rec, none of it. Idaho. Hemp versus weed. New Jersey adjusts THC rules just before 420. What to know? Signed a bill tightening regulation on the sale of hemp and intoxicating hemp beverages. Everybody's trying to... in the same way that I had a friend trying to explain to me why THCA is bad. And this is a consumer. This is a smart enough man to understand the difference, but has heard so many facts from somewhere else, somebody else claiming what that thing is, and probably exponentially more misinformation about what hemp and THCA is, that there's an opinion on it now. And it's purely an opinion because it's lacking truth to it. So it's more of a fact for them and less of a truth for the rest. But they aren't... What they're trying to limit is every store in the world and every... I mean, go online right now. Type in hemp flower and see how many places you can purchase cannabis from. Hemp, THCA, whatever you want to call it. It's beautiful flower. And I don't recommend you go do it. I don't recommend... Honestly, my recommendation lately has been don't consume cannabis from any place unless you grow it yourself or know the guy growing it. And that's been, and I'm saying that as somebody who still consumes cannabis from somewhere else because I don't grow it myself and I don't have somebody close to me that I even feel right asking to be part of it. Right now, in the future, when there are caregiver programs that extend past, and I think it's already starting to happen in Illinois, where you can have a caregiver past one patient. They can be a caregiver for multiple people. It would allow for a caregiver in the way, and this is how Michigan's market started. They allowed you to say, this is my caregiver, and they can grow my stuff. No to Illinois fixing it. I thought they were in talks of it. Proposed bill, but it never went anywhere. Yeah, well, touche. So then in this, that's what I'm saying. Until that happened, I wouldn't feel comfortable. And I like that approach to things. Michigan did it, where you could designate your caregiver and the caregiver could then grow for you however many plants. Now, because that was the law, they interpreted it as, I'm going to go get 1,000 people to call me their caregiver, and if I can grow 6 plants per person, now I can grow 6,000 plants. And there's an arbitrage there where maybe each one of your people you're growing for will use X amount, but they're also probably going to have to pay you to grow and make it because, nutrients and water and electricity, they aren't free. So there's an understanding there, but at the same time, they were allowed to transfer from caregiver to patient. Oh, it's not even included in this omnibus. Oh, well, how about that? Dr. Levy, happy Thursday, brother. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, I don't doubt it at all. I actually fully believe it. Oh, ahead of 420, Kentucky is one of 40 states with legal medical marijuana. 40 states. Of the 50, all right, 80% of all of the states at least have a medical program. The ones that don't, Iowa, Wisconsin, Indiana, Idaho, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia. No, I think Alabama has one. Georgia, I think's working on it anyway. But that was where were we at? We were on like the first page when I saw that, yeah? Yeah, here we go. Let's one more time bring this up. Continue to the site, my. Oh, yeah. It's these 10, right? 1, 2, 3. It's North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia. What is this here? Kansas? Arkansas? No, this is Arkansas, right? This is Kansas? Yeah, because Kansas City is on the side of Missouri. So this is Kansas. And then genetic memory, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but then also Idaho. They only like you to grow potato. States that only have medical programs are the ones with the asterisk next to it. There we go. Anyway, oh, there they are. Listed out so nicely for us. CBD and low THC products for medical use are legal, but medical and recreational marijuana is not. This is essentially saying Marinol, Epidiolex, all of those things. Only one state has no marijuana program, which is Idaho. Them damn potatoes. Yeah. You know what? Now that you mention it, I'm gonna do the consumption thing. All you would like to join me, I would love to have a smoke session with all of you. Cheers, my friends. Thanks for being around. We're just talking a little bit about everything genetic. We were just going through some cannabis topics here, seeing what makes any sense. Oh, medical cannabis for depression. A major study finds no proof it works. All right, now look at the headline to this. Let's just jump in and see how many people this thing was done with. Hold on. The largest review of its kind. Oh, okay. Here we go. Is this really it? 2,477 participants. Staggering numbers here. Massive. The biggest it's ever been, actually. Screened thousands of studies and ultimately included 54 randomized control trials. Who is... Where's this at? Now this is published in the Lancet. All right. Well, I just don't read into much of this, and I'm not honestly, here's the other thing. From what I've read and understand also, it's a symptom alleviant, and it is not a fix or a cure for any of it, though it could be beneficial for some people's depression to pull them out of a funk, which would be medicinally beneficial. For others who are in that depressive state, they may not find it as beneficial as the rest of us who aren't in that state. So there's no way to say, especially from our personal individual experience, that it is beneficial or not. To us, it was beneficial while we were depressed and going through some shit. It was nice to turn the switch off or to turn the switch on, either way, depending on what you were thinking. But this is wild. A free weed for a year. This is like free pizza for a year from a place. Like probably what, once a month you can come in, or once a week you can come in and get a quad or something. Let's see what it says. Each participating brand will award one winner a weekly product package for 52 weeks, including 1/8 of flour, 1 gram of rosin, 1 donut infused pre-roll, 200 milligram choice chews, moho chocolates, and 1 gram glorious fire sticks, 7 grams of deli flour, 1 pack of baby Jeters, a 1 gram all-in-one vape, 1/8. This is every week. 1/8 of flour, 2 gram all-in-one vapes. Can we get this much? We got 2, 4. Okay, so it's 2, 1. That's obviously 3. 4, 5, 6 grams of concentrate. 10 grams of flour, and these could be, I don't know, maybe they're 200 milligrams. I think that's the maximum package size that they have. So, oh wait, I lied, because this is another 3 grams too. So you're like, yeah, you still have the limit to do it. It's kind of a cool deal. I mean, whoever gets it, it's good for them. Yeah. Yeah, but realistically, genetic copper mines and cannabis, I don't know how they draw a correlation towards one another. I don't necessarily see, when it comes to like politics and shit, I keep my nose out of it for the most part. I understand a little bit of it and I pay some attention to it. The unfortunate thing is, you know, perfected slavery. It just really, we're okay. Everybody's, you know, take care of yourself the best that you can. And that's what I try to do here. I try and help people get in between here correct. You know what I mean? Just think about some of the things a little bit differently. And I try to get them right with the use of cannabis. It can be massively beneficial to those who need to use it. But I stay away from some of those things that get you like triggered. You know what I mean? Doesn't necessarily benefit any of us. And, you know, I mean, listen, maybe if you go to Coppermine and you tell them, don't do that, you might have a better ability to, like, you know, get your voice across. Probably better than with the cannabis folk, you know what I mean? I don't know if you were listening to the, you weren't because you just got here, but you weren't listening to the part where the rest of us were, we got short-term memory problems. That's because of cannabis, man. It's the high THC potency stuff. And maybe it's because there's coppers in our water. I didn't know. But I'm not Aaron Brockovich, so I'm not going to be able to figure it out anytime soon, personally. Hey, don't spoil any waters. You know what I say? Grow hemp, because you can use it for all the things that you could pretty much... every single aspect of what trees are grown for outside of fruiting trees. You know, the paper production, the wood production, you know, anything that we use trees for that isn't fruit, really. They're just, you know, I say use hemp because it's a better product altogether. And you can, like I said, you'd be surprised. The pants that we wear could be made out of hemp. So, you know, we do use a lot of oils to make a lot of things, like this plastic water bottle that I'm drinking out of, which probably give me the microplastics. And that's not good either. I don't recommend doing it, but I do it myself, so I can't, like, you know what I mean? Shit. Yeah, a lot of water sources are spoiled and poo-pooed. I'm not saying that it's any better or not, but I just don't know how much ground we're gonna need or we're gonna make in here talking about it. You know what I mean? I don't know how triggering getting triggered about it in here, because I don't have the resources to tell you about how to purify, and probably I do. I think just using a life straw would be okay. That'd be my guesstimation. It picks up heavy metals. And I think copper is, let's find out. Is copper a heavy metal? You know what I mean? It is. It rocks hard, dude. It was actually rocking at the Casbah, from my understanding, which is like a, is it Persian Palace or some shit? I don't know. Anyway, moral of the whole story is you could probably just use a life straw. Yeah. Copper is a heavy metal that's perfectly safe to consume at low levels. So, here you go. Healthline. You heard it here first. Essential nutrients. Unlike non-essential heavy metals like lead or mercury, copper is necessary. Okay? Golly. If you turn that chicken parmesan around one more time, it's going to be chicken parma nothing. Okay? That's all I'm saying. You got to watch how many times you flip-flop the chicken parm, dude. But it's essential in small amounts. And hopefully they keep the small amounts and figure out a way to filter out the rest of it. And don't ruin the water supply. I'm for it. I don't visit Flint myself. You know what I mean? I go to Michigan, just not Flint. I would bring a case of Chippewa to begin with, because that's the water I drink. But yeah. Man, where is fucking Drummer been? This is one of Drummer's songs. It's a kind of banger. This thing bops. Oh, shit. Don't go to the Berkeley pit then. I mean, at least you know. I don't plan on visiting Montana anytime soon. Not that I'm saying that, oh, just because it's over there, I don't got to worry about it. But that's the... See, if you want to talk about a privilege that we do have, is that we can exist in our own space, right? So as many times as I try my best to make sure that people don't think or think a little bit past their nose, you know what I mean? Because if you're only thinking about what's here from your nose to the back of your head and from ear to ear, if that's all you care about and all you think about, it's tough. But like, um, the other beautiful thing is too, uh, li- what I say about cannabis. Anxiety is when you think about everything that's going on out there. Okay, and there's a lot of things to be anxious about, like copper water. And so for that, the best way to not, be anxious about it is to not think about it. Well, and I'm with you. Does it disappoint me? And would I like to fix the problems? Yeah. But like, I get hyperdrived on like, I guess maybe war and shit. It feels pretty fucked up to me, And when I think about it, I really do my best to like not think about it, if you know what I mean. Because to constantly think about it, boy, well, you can get me real into a place of almost pure depression. It's real shitty, because it's hearing anybody try to justify bombing somebody is pretty rough. Because I use empathy alongside of logic, it's hard for me to get to that place where I go, well, that's logical. That's okay. We should allow that. The empathetic part of me can feel what other people's are going through. You know what I mean? In the same way with the water and shit, but that's my whole thing is I just shut that shit down. I gotta, as much as I say, look, take a little puff, and then all that shit that's out there going on, you shrink it down into what's inside the room. All right, because we do have to take care of what's immediately around us, and a lot of times we can take care of what's around us, but we're so worried about all the other shit, and they're programming us to get triggered by this shit. If you don't think, like, more than anything, the algorithms are getting more proficient. For that, the potential for forcing you down rabbit holes to get into a place of, where you're gripped. They own you at a certain point. You're willing to invest all of your time clicking through their feeds and doing their things, and that is a different form of slavery. It's a way of, I mean, like, dude, you're gonna send me off a deep end. I won't do it, but I will for just a second. Capitalism is a workforce arbitrage, right? It is knowing that it's a force multiplier where if you can teach somebody else to do the thing that you're doing, now you can do it twice as fast. And so instead of making 20, you make 40, okay? And then if you do that over and over again, well, eventually you can get to 1 million, right? You just have to have that many other people doing the stuff. And then once you get to a certain point where all of them are doing the stuff and you can take a step back, well, then you're in the arbitrage game. And that's what capitalism is. It's taking advantage of, which at some point is another slavery. Anyway, whole story short, I do what I do to take care of me a lot of times, and I try my best to spread the love and the joy around to the people around me, and I try my best not to get too involved in the very gripping stuff that can grab it takes your attention in a totally different way. Where if I spent the amount of time, me personally, I'm talking about me, if I spent the amount of time, see, and this is it right here. If you don't know, well, but my thing is, have you ever had the Guapo, the lactose free stuff? Fairfield, is that what it's called? The chocolate milk? Telling you, dude, it's different. It hits different. It really is some okay. Well, you're asking for a lot more genetic farms for people to use their brains, and that's what I think it is blissful ignorance. We're fighting something far greater. And the other thing is too, like, yeah, I've been listening to the he's a fella from from Google. He does some stuff with AI. He's an author. I can pull him up really quick. Let me see what his name is for everybody. Ex Google exec. It's this guy here. If y'all can see this, you have 2 years. I listened to him. I listened to a couple of his things actually. Big AI opportunity. He was talking about it. He's talking about right now the whole thing of the dystopia that comes before the utopia, the thing where bad things happen with the use of the new technologies coming forward, but because we're part of the factor in why things aren't going super great. Dude, and that's it, Guapo. Mint chocolate chip ice cream? Dude, I'm sorry, I just read into that. That's wild. Oh, Genetic Memory Farm. You should listen to The Anxious Generation or read The Anxious Generation. Yeah, I think you're right. Social media is pretty rough. The algorithms, no matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing, they're grabbing you somehow. What is carrageenan? I gotta look that up. A natural seaweed-derived polysaccharide used extensively as a thickener, stabilizer, and emulsifier in food, particularly in dairy, plant-based milks, processed meats, and desserts. While approved by regulatory bodies, it is controversial. Uh-oh. Fuck. I said the controversial shit. Oh, links to inflammation, digestive issues, and reduced insulin sensitivity in some individuals. Fuck. Now we can't even have it anymore. Oh, Guapo's that source. But yeah, AI is coming, and hey, listen, he says the same things I've been saying for the last couple of weeks and probably months even. I believe that things get better when humans don't have to do the thinking, because humans currently they're shaky, you know what I mean? They're still willing to bomb each other and shit. They're still disappointed in the melanin count in one another. You see what I'm saying? Very trivial thought processes. Incapable of seeing somebody wear a different color shirt than them without getting offended. You understand what level of simple bliss? Well, and that's it, Guapo. I'm really okay with the computer taking it at some point. And I think what I'm hopeful for is that there are smart people who are empathetic, who figure out how to use these tools that are coming about so that they can make the next beneficial intelligence. You know what I mean? And not like the next, like, because, and we already know that it is. The military spending for AI to make automated weapons and shit is blowing up right now. It's gone through the roof. Which means that we want it. That's you can understand how fucked up that could be. But the amount of money to make ethical, beneficial products is what is it? MAP versus MAD? Mutual assured destruction or mutual assured production? I think that's what it is. A MAD map? See, the thing is if you start to perpetuate the war thing, if you're always fighting something, then you're not overcoming the problem. And see, the thing is, a lot of people present the problems, but don't really have a solution, except for, don't do that because that's bad. Well, then how do we do the thing that benefits other aspects of things, right? Like the copper mine, per se. We use copper for a lot of things. I'm quite sure that there is a fuck ton of copper immediately in front of me in all of the electronics that I have going on. It's a beneficial thing, but done in a harmful manner, that kind of sucks. So to just only be aware of the negative parts of it, but, not work towards fixing it. And I think, this is why using computers to figure out the smarts behind it is not a bad thing. If they can weigh between the two processes, the mining and the water use, and then they go, okay, well, this is going to affect this one, then how do we still extract what we need to use without destroying that thing? And I think that it doesn't take a bunch of fucking committees getting together with a bunch of, narrow focused, individual topic aware people trying to get their point across. You see what I'm saying? Because then we have these conflicts that don't really it's mutually assured destruction for sure. In the long term, the reason it's destruction is because it's a fight against to see who's more correct, the mining people or the water people. And realistically, we still need both. So how do we do that right? And I'm hopeful for, and especially like quantum compute too, like something that's doesn't have to think linearly, but can think in parallel. It can run many instances at the same time and measure against to ultimately come with a pretty good solution. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Capitalism's gonna fail no matter what. Okay, here, I'll dance with you, bro, for 1 second. Capitalism is gonna fail. Okay, so you have nothing to worry about. It's failing in the way that what I just said. What is capitalism? It's a workforce arbitrage. It is exploiting people to do the work to make the money for you. That's capitalism, okay? Well, if the worker's going away because we're automating it through compute, and we're talking universal basic income, correct? You keep hearing this term. I'm sure if you listen to anything, you've heard universal basic income. Well, add that. I mean, that's communism. So don't worry, capitalism will be gone and communism will be here before you know it. You know what I mean? But that's the progression if we don't use human intellect or empathy, really, because intellect doesn't necessarily do it, because the computers have the intellect. They've been trained on all of the material, and we've only been trained on so much material. We can't learn much more. And granted, it is a prediction machine. It's able to, and what are we? We're if nothing better, a lot of times people are just parrots. They just repeat what they've heard before and don't necessarily do the deep diving in or know the mathematics, the science behind how things work to begin. So long story short, you have nothing to worry about, fam. You're in good shape. I don't know if that's true or not. See, the thing is, it's hard to interpret all the information individually because a lot of emotion comes out, as we can tell. There's a lot of emotion-based response, and it's even as logically built as it is, if the logic that is built is based purely in conflict, okay, it's mutually assured destruction. There's no way to make it better. All we need to do is just poo-poo, kill that, stop this. Like in your instance, okay, so fine, get rid of capitalism, all these things. What do you replace it with? And if you go, well, freedom, well, okay, but that's not how a lot of things work. Like there has to be some kind of cohesion, because you can't do all the things necessary to sustain life. All of us can't live on a plot of land that has enough animals on it, that has enough garden on it for you to sustain life. And sure, if we divided everything up equally and did that, that would be fine. How many people have the smarts to do it? So we need a lot more people. And can you pull your own tooth? Can you do fucking surgery on yourself? Like, there's a lot of things that using somebody else for that is huge. So we need community, and there needs to be some, mutual, right? It has to be, and that's what literally the peace, love, cope fucking thing, that where it's not just it's all of those things to come together so that we fucking become a collective and we work together to understand. Yeah. Well, I hope, hey, listen, I hope whatever's gonna satisfy you and make you feel good comes your way, brother. I think one of the best ways would be to just smoke a fucking joint, chill out, go away from that, because you're attempting to captivate an audience, and it's not far from stuff that I like to talk about to begin with. But you're trying to platform yourself into something that is unachievable here. You just want to be heard and you want to be recognized for your understanding of things. And I'm recognizing you, and I'm telling you that the thing is, there is silver lining in all of it. There's something good in all of it. And for your very opinionated approach, I hope that it comes true your way and things go the way that you want to. The thing is, there has to be a collective is all that I'm saying. I hear, I guess, your concerns with some of these things, and I feel bad for it. But my whole approach to all of this, and I genuinely believe in it, and it's something that I talk about quite regularly, is it because I have that hippie movement deep in my heart somewhere. I was born in the late fucking 80s, the very latest of the 80s. I wasn't around for the 60s. My parents don't my dad's passed, but he didn't smoke weed. He did back in the day. He said it eventually got to the point where it just wasn't doing what he wanted it to do, so he didn't never picked it up again. My mom was never a cannabis consumer, so it's a little bit different. This cannabis thing is kind of more organically an experience that I've gone through, and it's something that is honestly changed a lot of perception that I have of things, but also has benefited me to get away from being trapped by all of the hate and anger and whatever. The way that I'm going to try to help fix it is to get everybody together and say, hey, why don't we all get along? Okay, that's really one of my big approaches: peace, love, understanding. Preach that first. And the cannabis thing is a great byproduct of it. I do care about cannabis more on a medical level, where honestly, I could stop consuming for the rest of my life and still want to talk about this for the benefit of medical patients, people with epilepsy and cancer and neurodegenerative or neuroinflammatory diseases, people who are symptomatically owned by the physical or psychological that they're going through. These are the things that matter the most to me in that respects. But I hope that everybody gets away from this very angry, I have to get my message across. I need to tell you what's wrong out there. Okay, and what the fuck does it benefit anybody? I hear a lot of people complain about things that don't fix them, or kind of are adding to the problem by doing it themselves, right? There's a lot of nose to back of skull, ear to ear. And whatever I consume, which again is algorithmically typically pushed in your direction, is my identity. And it's by me expressing this identity, I'm either able to connect, which is what we all want to do, and bro, connected we are, but it's my connection to everybody is that we're all going through an experience together here. No, regardless if we have totally different views on things or whatever, our experiences are very the same. And philosophical, right? Like for me, this is all philosophical. It's just speaking on personal experiences and anecdotal evidence. It's through the conversation. Can I read all the science in the world, and can I use all of the mathematics to prove what I'm talking about? Possibly, right? Like and with artificial intelligence, I bet I can do a fucking far better job. But it's the same way that pre-science calculators, pre-sine, cosine, and tangent on a fucking calculator, you did those problems by hand on a piece of paper. And you can use the help of a free science calculator to do those things, but probably at what rate? 50%, right? Because you have to calculate one side versus the other and then put it versus the last, right? So you have to do multiple equations where you just hit one fucking button and now it happens. So through evolution of intellect, we've made it easier for us to process some of the things going on. And again, could I use it for my benefit to go, hey, terpinolene is, fucking 3 parts oxygen and 2 parts fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like molecularly, could I break it down and start remembering that shit? I think I could. Do I think that it's beneficial to the understanding of cannabis use, especially on a very personal journey where I'm begging people, take your health into your own hands? And health means a lot of different things, especially between the ears, right? But take your health into your own hands in all aspects of your life. Your health is what we consume cognitively too. And we can push ourselves down these rabbit holes of anger and fucking whatever it is that, and we're trying to find the things that are really putting that pressure on those different aspects. But like how much of it is actually within this room again, right? To come full circle, how much we're just in this room. I don't have capitalism in this room. I don't have copper mining in this room. You know, I, and I get it. There's things to advocate for, and I'm fully for it. But my advocation is for individuals to take their thought process into their hands, for them to understand that what health means. I think altogether, right? Because we have a health care system, which means you don't have to care about your health. Somebody else will do it for you. And since you're paying for it to begin with, why wouldn't we just go through the process? You see what I'm saying? And that's where I think a lot more things could be done to where we collectively come together. And it's the same shit I talk about every day. I think cannabis use is the smallest part of it. I think it's very personally and individually beneficial, but I think we need to, again, to make this work, there has to be connection in places. And we don't have to, right? We can be old grumpy cusses that go, oh, fuck everybody, people suck, whatever. If that's what you want to do, that's okay. I feel the exact opposite. Do I know that there are people that suck out there? Very many of them. But it's not because, and that they suck, that I shouldn't be able to have a conversation where I go, hey, can we smoke together and come to the fucking understanding of where those feelings come from and why it's so aggravating. And again, I'm happy to go down that avenue with you as well, but at the same time, it's not because I'm trying to fucking tell you what to do or not what to do. It's because I would like for you to get into a place where you're not affected by it. If you spent the amount of time trying to explain in here, going and using the tools that are effectively available for us now, the AIs, even as much as we hate them, it is a force multiplier. We can do so much more research with it, and we can go in and say, that's what I'm saying. I'm giving you my opinion. Yeah, well, and see, congratulations to you. Anything that you can do to, again, gain attention or platform yourself is perfectly fine, and I'm on it. Good luck at work. Again, I hope you're not super affected by all the things going on. And hey, listen, I still got mad love, bro. I just, you know, cannabis is what most of the conversation is, you know, and how it can be beneficial. Actually, did you know that cannabis can clean, it can be broken down into a filter that can clean out the water sources, kind of like heavy metals and stuff. Through that, it's a real thing. Hemp's a badass plant. Cannabis is a badass plant. Both of them, it's kind of can be the same thing. It's kind of got separations in some capacities too, but the stuff grown more for fiber isn't grown with the same attention that something grown for consumption is. So different plants in that, but yeah, anyway, I love cannabis, man. I really do. And I love love. I think it's real neat to get along and to be accepting and to, you know, smoke a little bit, chill out. Let's talk about it, but let's have a solution to it. And a lot of times, this is where I just loop and I'll loop and I'll loop and I'll loop. My solution to a lot of things is consume some cannabis, man. Because psychologically, whatever is getting to us, if we just slow that down a little bit and focus, we can use, again, the force multipliers that are around us. There's many of them, artificial intelligence being one of them, that can allow us to learn at a new rate. And we can embrace it or not. And it's okay to not want to. But I think the people who embrace it and become good with it also, again, like I was saying earlier, if they're empathetic in any certain way and use this thing, man, could we have a better future where all these things that I'm upset about now going, okay, we understand. And there's simple math to be done on how many people die a year from medication use and how many people die a year from cannabis use, right? It's very easy to look at statistics like that and you go, okay, well, one of these is a little bit easier to represent and to feel good about and to keep promoting in some ways, especially through personal experience and anecdotal. But long story short, I love y'all, and I hope my ranting hasn't gotten anybody bored or offended or whatever. And Genetic, I hope you didn't feel any certain way. I'm just trying to get people to, I don't know what, I understand what the possible harm in a lot of things are, but I understand the possible good in a lot of things too. And I personally want to see more of what's the positive side of shit coming out of it. And I'm hopeful for all things. I'm not hopeful in the war. Yeah, that's the one thing y'all want to. Hey, what should we do? My literal answer to that every time, because I don't like talking about it or anything. It's an atomic bomb. Y'all have heard me say it a million times. I'll say it again because it's right. All the people who are fighting over whatever the fuck they're fighting over, if they just smoked a fucking pipe together, we'd all be in an exponentially better spot. Yeah. But thanks again to everybody for letting me go on my regular rant about why we should be optimistic here and we should try to figure out a way to come together as a cohesive unit. The more people who actually work together, and this is where, like, we all specialize in certain things. Dude, Guapo, could the thing come through at a better fucking time? I mean, god damn. Yeah, I think the community I think the community that I'm trying to build here throughout my life, I'm just trying to speak it into existence. The more I talk about it, the more I'm hopeful that there's some catch to it. Well, and again, Guapo, my whole thing is like, why do you have this position to begin with? You don't live in wherever the copper thing is at. Oh, well, it's going to affect the food. Well, when was the last time you got food from there? Well, and like, I get it, I'm with it, but I think that's I mean, you're nailing it. I think it turns into, what the hell are we talking about? Why are we talking about it? Well, And that's why I try to draw all of this same correlation. I try to have this same rhetoric, this same thing. It's like peace, love, and understanding. And then it's like happiness, health, love, fulfillment. And then it's like take your health into your own hands. I think it's like literally phrases, very interpretable, very fucking feel good if that's the way you want to take them. But it's those are the phrases that literally drive me. And I say understanding as one of them, right? So, like, I want to have the conversation where we all get each other and are on the same page, especially if we can draw it back to the use of cannabis, because a lot of times the misunderstandings or the, you know, are from a place of like, I can't slow down and listen. And sometimes too, we mishear what somebody's trying to say, or we're so in our perspective that them saying what they say might offend us in some capacity. I'm always like, okay, I'm willing to hear everything because, again, everybody deserves to, you know, you can feel whatever the fuck you want. You can believe whatever you want. I'm not against it. I only hope that I can get you out of the way of like being angry about everything. Let me just smoke a little bit. Chill out. And there's a lot of things out there trying to grab your attention and get you radicalized about it, because in that radicalness, we just not gotta take care of yourself, man. That's really it. Y'all are beautiful, lovely people, and I think that it's really easy to get lost in the sauce. I've done it. I've literally, for the last 5-6 months, and there's been many a factors. Sure, could I make excuses for it all day? But I also need to take responsibility at some point, and then, you know, it's to take your health into your own hands. Can I keep saying, oh, I've been bad and struggle with the eating thing? I've been, I jamming some grub lately. I love it. Y'all ever heard maple bacon cheese curds? But no, I don't think that it's something that you need to feel guilty about, though. I just think that it's okay to, at some point, recognize that you haven't been fully up to par, or for yourself even, and then take responsibility, take your health in your own hands, and go, you know what? I can change this. And it takes a lot of internalization. It takes a lot of like self-reflection. And like, if we wanted to fix the copper in the water thing, we could use the data that is available, shove it through a large language model, come up with you could use a 3D imaging thing to pretty much make you a product that would make sense for filtration of water. And you could use different parameters. You could say, I want it to be hemp-based. I want it to be charcoal-based. I want it to be fucking whatever. That you could make a million different products. Or you can come and try and get your point heard and try and get people to jump on your side of radicalization. And, it's okay. But yeah, I love the plant and I love the people around me, and I would like nothing more than to be able to help more people. I would like to have something to offer more than my little hippie, peaceful, loving, let's all try and understand each other thing, right? That's what a lot of my focus goes into. Why is there disconnect? What is it that's making us so incapable of having the conversation to overcome whatever the issues are? And Yeah, I mean, I will do my best to continue to talk about the same shit, and it's I said it's very, I guess, opinionated from my side of things too, but there's no opinion in how many people religion has killed. There's no opinion in how many billions of dollars get taken away by the breads and circuses that we're presented with currently. Um, and the inequalities are real, right? But it's not the inequalities that seem to be most prevalent. You know how many times I've heard fucking civil war lately? Did you guys know that currently, according to like whatever the hell it is, rain bed or some shit, there's like statistics on what the likelihood of a civil war going on is. Do you know how crazy that is? Who is fighting who? Now, granted, I understand that the potential for like the overthrow of the government run, which is, look, I'm not like the biggest government fan, right? Like I think that you should be able to kind of do what you want whenever you want, but I'm also not against structure, maybe, and not structure in the way that like I know better than you, but structure in the way of like if you don't know enough, like allow us to teach you, you know, get a little of that reform, if you will.
People just walking in front of it like we ain't recording.
But yeah, I'm grateful that I am able to present myself and that I have people that'll listen to me say it. And a lot of you are great friends and great people, and I hope that I can contribute something, or that I do contribute something that isn't just me ranting. I'll do anything else if that's what we need to do. Lately, it's felt like, especially, and maybe this is due to my algorithm going the way that it is, it seems like we're at one of the most divisive, like I said, 50% chance of a civil war. It's like the craziest shit. We can't have conversations. We can't figure this out. So, you know, yeah. And it, yeah. Down the rabbit hole if you do it. I'm just saying that, like, yeah, I won't go down the rabbit hole. I understand things are kind of fucked up out there a little bit. I'm fine. I'm not worried. I'm not whatever. But I do know that a lot of people are stressed out, on edge. Can't find fucking jobs. You know, they're poisoning the water. They're fucking everything. It's all happening. And there seems to be a force at play that no matter how many good conversations we have, and I will continue to keep trying to have them, it seems like the controversial ones are the ones that get more attention and more you know, they're more staged and they're more platformed, okay? Let's say we're being fed some controversy, and I see it. I listen to people talk about it constantly, and I'm with the people who have gotten smart and just kind of lay low, put it in, like, let me just stay in my own lane. You know, Guapo, one of my favorite examples of this, just buy a farmette, grow a bunch of your own food, stay in your space, feel comfortable, but like, you know, also be willing to explore, go have some fun, rub elbows with the dope people, keep your close ones close and your non-close ones, at least in a place where you understand them, right? Because yeah. Anyway, I am oh yeah, this um but I'm just a regular Joe with a bit of a opinion. And I hope that that opinion can benefit any of you in any way possible. That's it. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, hold up. Psychedelic Trump executive order? Let me look at this really quick.
Spaces while handicapped people make handicapped faces. I'm an asshole. What an ass. I'm an asshole. He's a real fucking asshole.
Oh, let's check this out. Oh, I like this. Hold on. Pull it up. Trump plans to sign executive order on the psychedelic ibogaine as soon as this week, report says. Okay. Reportedly planning to issue an executive order as soon as this week, signaling the administration's willingness to explore the therapeutic benefits and safety of the psychedelic substance ibogaine. What is an ibogaine? Ibogaine is a psychoactive alkaloid derived from the African Abernathy iboga shrub, known for its powerful hallucinogenic properties and potential to treat addiction and brain trauma by resetting brain chemistry. While used in traditional rituals and unregulated clinics for opioid withdrawal, it is illegal in the U.S. Schedule 1 due to severe cardiovascular risks. Oh, it's ayahuasca. Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. It's like ayahuasca because ayahuasca comes from a cactus, right? Like the same situation. Neurotransmitter system, notably affecting opioid, serotonin, sigma, and NMDA receptors. Metabolite norbogaine primarily acts as a serotonin reuptake inhibitor and K-opioid receptor agonist. Hold on. Comes from mixing two types of plants that make it bioavailable. Oh, really? You're talking ayahuasca, though? What, Ayahuasca. Brewed from Banisteriopus capi vines and Psychotria viridis leaves, containing DMT and MAOIs, and induces intense hour-long hallucinations, often accompanied by purging. So they're close, right? So this thing is like iboga. If iboga, does this thing have an iboga in it? No, but relatively the same. Okay. The root bark of the iboga. Well, yeah. So one's Amazonian and one is African. But essentially, I mean, from what they're saying, yeah, initially visionary and dreamlike with vivid imagery and altered perception. Ah. Followed by an introspective period marked by lingering side effects such as nausea and mood disturbances, which may persist for days. Whoa. Mania and heart issues such as long QT syndrome and potentially fatal interactions with other drugs. Oh, wow. Oh, here we go. In 2025, Texas allocated $50 million for clinical research to ibogaine to develop FDA-approved treatments for opioid use disorder, co-occurring substance use disorders, and other ibogaine-responsive conditions. Wow. Okay. Full dose range, about 1 gram to 1.5 grams. Hallucinogenic effects, duration 18 to 36 hours. That's holy cow. However, lower doses like 200 to 400 milligrams orally are also active. Okay. Oh, very low doses, 8 to 30 milligrams. Okay, so we can drop it down quite a bit. Stimulant effects. So this is probably in the same realm. I mean, like most things. But even psilocybin kind of runs along this. You can go very low, you can kind of ramp it up, or you can God mode it. 1 to 3 hours, okay. Reach after 2 hours. I just want to see other. Only low mood can progress from okay. For the treatment of opioid or alcohol addiction, subjective experience do not appear to be important. Oh, well, I was kind of hoping they would. Oh, pharmacology. Oh my god. Here you go. Yo. Rats. Humans. Oh, they got the whole bit here. Jesus H. Louises. History. You do a whole fucking. Learn the whole damn thing. Wow. And we could find out the. How many? 133 sources where the information came from. No, it's kind of wild. So we've got Trumpers trying to do it, huh? I mean, the opiate problem is a problem. Gallup said that while officials are still in the process of drafting the executive order provisions, the aim is to help determine whether ibogaine is what one source described as snake oil or instead a legitimate treatment. Oof. Oh, wow. What about psilocybin, man? Oh, here we go. interview with Joe Rogan. All right. Kennedy says he's confident we're going to get it done with plans to develop and finalize rules that would enable patients with conditions such as post-traumatic stress disorder and depression to access psychedelic substances like psilocybin and MDMA in a very controlled setting. Yeah, that's sweet. And he said his agency is absolutely committed to expanding research on the benefit of psychedelic therapy. That's sweet. I mean, again, I've seen a lot of benefits from that stuff. Psilocybin being it. Also, I did see a lot of. I saw some people get some good responses from ketamine. And then I have a few friends who have done the ayahuasca treatments and stuff. They're like probably the most like actual shamans and stuff involved. I don't know if any of you have or not, but the people that I talked to, they were always like the more spiritual hippie type to begin with, but they super enjoyed their experience. And not the way that I said that made them seem like they might be some regular drug consumer. Actually, the female of them is not a regular drug consumer at all. Drinks alcohol, but doesn't like care about getting fucked up or nothing. But absolutely speaks the praises of her treatments that she got. But yeah, I think that we could do the same kind of treatments with, that's what I've been saying. I really like the potential for psilocybin. And in PTSD patients, it's the same thing that this ibogaine, or what did they call it again? Ibogaine? Am I saying that right? Ibogaine? Ibogaine? Hey, can I get it to tell me the word? Yeah. Ibogaine. Yeah. I think we're good there. See, like this right here, knowing this level of stuff, 12 methoxyibogamine, that is beneficial when we're talking about what receptors are being played on, and I hope that people who are far smarter do the research to figure out how effective this thing is. But I also am like a big fan of the anecdotal side of things. I don't know much about ibogaine, so I'm not going to speak on it. But like psilocybin, again, cannabis. Now I think we've gone past that one, but on a molecular level, is it as beneficial to know all of those things? Like for all of us that can say delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol, even if I could closely draw the molecular shape of cannabis, I wonder if I did it right now, I would just miss some of the bonds for sure. But I feel like I could damn near do cannabis's molecular thing. I still don't know what the hell that means as far as our system receptors go. Like how does THC with its tail bind better to a CB1 receptor because it looks like a certain thing, or is that why it has the affinity for binding? And I think that there's importance there, right? Obviously, I'm not against it, but that's why that's the we need more research thing makes sense for a lot of things, especially when this one was outright yeah, you have very big possibilities of heart issues or whatever it had going on, risks. serious health risks, including cardiovascular. Yeah, so okay, cardiotoxicity. So it is heart stuff. Um, that's is that a thing that happens because of misuse, or is it a thing that happens because of use? Period. That's like the same thing with us. Like, um, what you call it? Fucking heart attack and stroke does get it. You do get an elevated risk from excessive, especially potent cannabis use. But yeah, I don't know. I am all for everybody getting treatments of any sort. So if this thing is that beneficial, I hope that it happens. Why shouldn't it? Especially as an alternative to opiates, I'm all the way into it. And I think that that's what like gets the executive orders signed, because you can present enough of a bad, even to somebody who doesn't understand any of this. You can present enough of the bad to go, okay, here's a possible solution. At least make it so that we can study the thing. And if you write an executive order trying to push that, there's a better chance that we can at least study it. But as of current, the way that we made the what's the drug fucking, you know what I'm talking about? Yep. Old Reagan and shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we need to deschedule a lot of things so that we can do more 12-methoxyl ibogaine, you know? Anyway. Oh, I do like this song. What can I do to... What would be beneficial to this group here? If anybody's still listening and cares to drop any, drop some knowledge bombs on me or whatever. What can I do to help make things more engaging around here so that Thursday nights aren't just me ranting and shit? I'm not against just ranting. I'll keep doing it. And I appreciate anybody who interacts in the chats and stuff. I'll keep doing it. But I would like to be productive too. And there's a lot of like production that if I'm ranting at like Genetic Memory Farms for his thing, that it might retract from some of the other core stuff. So anyway, pretty much what I'm saying, if y'all ever got any suggestions or you ever want to talk about anything directly, I always am open to understanding or going through that. I prefer resolution things or something where you're not against pulling in some, you know, artificial intelligence possibly to help us get there, or a couple Google searches and I don't know why I said Google. A couple of Google searches so that we can research what's going on, you know. But yeah, I'm open to anything. I don't want to just be some broken record that says the same shit over and over again. You know, waiting for the next news story to be any bit, you know, catching enough so where you're like, okay, let's talk about that for a minute. I would like to be more relevant in a lot of things. And if it's, you know, hell, I'll talk about the current events. I'm really not opposed to it. I just don't think my opinion matters as much, because most of the shit that I'm going to say is like, we should just smoke about it. Everybody should just get a joint and, you know, we can overcome it. Dude, it played the same song twice in a row. That's pretty neat. Um, but also, if not, if y'all just here for the ride, fucking, I appreciate the fuck out of you too. You know? Cheers to that shit. I was thinking about making some AI music around here again, because that shit was a lot of fun. We can play games again too. But I would like, you know, the Thursday night thing to be a little more interactive if we can do it. I know we can. We've done it before. Then I just get ranty about my shit. Uh, yeah, that's it. I don't have a ton to talk about. I looked at through all the news stuff over the last couple of days. There hasn't been a lot. It's the same shit. Cannabis wise, cannabis isn't moving super fast right now. And all puns intended also. You know, sales are kind of down. I think it's again price compression driven a lot of times, or the opposite of that, price inflation, which goes on too through both taxation and other things. So I think that just the use altogether is down with cannabis, and you know, the new people entering the space just aren't we need to just get them in here if we can. You know, that's my hopes. But
Turn the lights down
um
and close the door. Future is coming.
yeah, so cannabis news has been slow. Cannabis sales have been slow. I think it's just becoming so normal. It's the same thing that, you know, when I love telling this story. When Amsterdam decriminalized all drug use, including opiate use, they, in the first year, saw a reduction of opiate overdose by like 50% or something like that. And they accredited multiple factors to it, but one of the factors that they accredited to it, and for like a good portion of it, was, well, it just became like it's just there. You don't have to talk about it anymore. Just if you do it, you do it. Just go do it over there. If you don't do it, then you don't have to do it. And if it's available, right? Before I had to like hide it and be cool about it and whatever. And I think that that might be a problem in the cannabis space a little bit too, where like people don't have that same respect that we used to have for things, right? Like people don't. There's no chill really, because now they're like, well, it's just normalized, right? It's legal stuff, and that's what like we keep trying to talk about too, Guapo and I. It's not really legal. It's decriminalized to some capacity, but for taxation. It's literally a profit grab. So when people call it legal, it's like people calling THCA non-real cannabis. There's just a bad association or a misunderstanding, and we've got a lot of people that are still running into smoke shops saying bong, and this is just a metaphor. There's still people that are going in who know that they're not, who think that it's really cool to walk. They go, "Hey, give me a damn bong," and the person goes, "Get out of the shop," and then you're like, "Wait, what? Why?" Because you can't talk about that. You can't say that. You got to be cool, dude. We carry water pipes in here, but we don't have bongs in here. Oh, okay. Why? Well, because bong is associated with some type of drug use, right? And that's not what we do. We don't sell drug use paraphernalia here. Well, so now too is the speak on cannabis, dude. Like, you know, we just got a lot of people coming in going, "Oh, legal. I'll do what I want. I'm allowed to. It's you know, I know my rights." We're like, what I keep saying and what I think a lot of the people talking about it are saying is like, "Oh, there's a bigger story here." Yeah, and it doesn't feel like I said, there should be a progression in this thing. We should be, you know, there's, I think in Illinois, I think they say that the cannabis purchase number is something in like, not from legal, from like consumers is like $3 and change billion of exchange. And the industry is making 1.4 billion. Well, where is 1.8 billion dollars worth of, and it's in, yeah, there is some Delta 9, yeah, there is some THCA, yeah, there is whatever going on out there that definitely takes up a portion of it. But the people who are getting their stuff from their local smoke shops don't want to go into a regulated smoke shop anyway, like a cannabis store, where all of a sudden it becomes uncool again to say bong, you know? Where it just is the same, you know, very sterile bank transaction. And we're the authority in here. We tell you what to say, when to say, how to say it, and we can kick you out if not. And like I said, that's just not the culture that this thing has felt like for me. My experiences with this have been far more accepting and loving, and smoke one, baby. Enjoy your life. You deserve it. You don't need to listen to anybody say anything. You don't need to, you know, the more we get worked up over shit, the more we're giving ourselves over to something. And take control of your health. Do what you want to do, how you want to do it. If you're surviving, if you're contributing, if your honest push is for giving more than you're taking, I think you're fine. And even if it's to say, I've given a lot already and I have enough to chill back and enjoy my time, then you deserve that also. I don't think that there's a right or wrong in it, but I just want everybody to get to the point of your health in your own hands. And yeah. If you ever have any health questions, I'm not a health professional. I will never give medical advice, but I am happy to talk about how we can get away from the overbearing thoughts, you know? And like I said too, and what I was trying to do with genetic memory for those who were sitting around, I'll talk about anything, and I'm down to talk about it. But please tell me if I'm wrong, that there seemed to be a very, like, somebody wanted to get the attention really quick. They wanted to talk about their rhetoric, and I'm okay with it, but I just want to, you know, I just want to talk about, like, man, be on the same page. How do we do it better then? I don't know how to do anything better except for how to consume cannabis better. And the way that you consume cannabis better is, again, lowering your THC consumption, increasing your CBD consumption, you know, the frequency could be a thing. I think regular cleanses of the thing are probably beneficial. If you're just a recreational user, and I'm under the desk, I threw up air quotes up down here in my hands, but I think that like if you're only just doing it to do it because fuck it all and I'll do what I want, that's okay and you're allowed to. But every once in a while, pump the brakes. Um, you know, I think that again, there's a trap being laid out there about hurry up and come get more of it and buy more and consume more. The more you consume, the cooler you are. Look at all of the people who have a lot of followers in the cannabis space. They're showy, flashy characters who like to overconsume and talk about how cool they are because they can consume so much. And, you know, I think we all have our feelings about, like, I know the guy who can consume the most cannabis around me. It used to be me. I can't do it anymore. I understand my tolerance has gone down, and that's okay. And, like, not only is it okay, it's probably good, right? Like, if long-term use, and I'm telling you all already, I got a shit memory for some stuff. There's some things I just don't remember. I've got a good retention, but I'm consuming a lot of random shit from different spaces too, right? And the more non-single direction that you're doing, it's hard to maybe keep all of the stuff together, but I can tell you there's some cognitive effect there, you know? And it's, again, I'm not trying to be the coolest one to use this. I want to be the one who helps people use it in a way that medicinally benefits them. And what do you believe medicine to be? Because a lot of times it's Mr. Rourke. What is good, brother? Happy Thursday, my friend. How you been? Thanks for coming in. You got a good means of I actually really appreciate it right now because I'm ranting over here. But I'm ranting in a good way, I think. I love cannabis. I just want everybody else to, you know, appreciate it too. And use it right. More CBD. I'm doing good. Honestly, I think now that the sun is out more regularly, it's making it far easier for me to feel good, you know? I need to get more disc golfing in. I hurt myself. I'm an old man, dude. And I know that, like, some of you got a few years on me. You're like, oh, youngin', you don't know shit yet. No, I do. I'm feeling it every day, guys. I dropped my phone the other day. Oh, Ganja Toker. We've smoked a fuck ton of the cannabis stuff. And a lot of very potent cannabis stuff, dude. That's like the thing that I'm trying to also be aware of for myself too, man. Like, if you can eat too much sugar and it makes you fat, what happens when you consume too much THC? See what I'm saying? And it's not that, like, again, I think you all get it, right? I'm still functional. I'll do anything. What do we need to do? I'm still very capable of action. My intellect isn't any worse. I can still talk about some pretty, you know, intelligent shit, I think. If we wanted to go off some deep ends on some shit. But I bet that my simple math solving skills are better than most of the people. I mean, just PEMDAS. Let's get it, dude. My brain's good at solving those equations, but so we're all on the same page. There's some things that we're good at and we're smart to and whatever, but I'm telling you, I think because of how long I've been consuming and at what rate, there's some things that like from 10, 15, 20 years ago, when I'm sitting around with friends, they go, "Oh, do you remember this?" And maybe it just had a bigger impact on them or not. But like, I'm in settings where multiple friends are like, "Hey, do you remember this?" I'm like, "Fuck, I don't. I don't remember that." And it's okay. We can explain to people more than one time. It's no harm, no foul for any of us in the world, right? Just ask what another time and go, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot about that," which is real. But like, man, I would sure like to be better at it. And I don't know if it's because cannabis or not, right? But I think that there's some of that. So I just want like, I've been trying to consume just more CBD forward shit. I don't consume nearly as much THC as I used to through the day. I still socially consume. I can't get over I love the social aspect of it. The ritualistic, philosophical talk that goes on with it. I think that's what I try to do here too. Like, let's just all chooch and fucking, I'll start the conversation, talk about some crazy shit. And y'all want to talk about crazy shit, I'll go off the deep end. As far as I know how to go off the deep end about it, right? But, yeah. I also think that there's so many different types of smart out there that like when I measure myself against all the because I hang out with a lot of people, like I'm like, man, I wish I could remember movie fucking quotes like some of these people. I wish that I was as good at fucking, you know, there's a lot of retention things. I'll tell you what I do love, Survivor. You know how hard it is to remember all the names of all the Survivor people and all that shit? Was it because I've filled that part of my thinking brain up with other stuff? Or is it because whilst I was watching Survivor, I had smoked some shit, didn't really give a fuck except for kind of the... Now at the same time, can I talk about some crazy Survivor shit? Oh yeah. I'll go off the deep end about some stuff, you know? With names and everything. But the other thing that I can say is... there was a guy, for my Survivor listeners still here, I can't remember his name. It'll come to me. He said that the word several meant 7. He's a full-grown man. I remember what he said. Obviously, it was a good part, but I can't remember the man's name. Jasinski? There you go. That's what it was. Anyway, see, there ain't nothing wrong with cannabis consumers. Jasinski? I think it was. Anyway, proper consumption. It means a ton. Yeah. What can I say, friends? Oh, good every day. No, I do think that it is. I think that you can probably use a lot more cannabis than a lot of people still do without negative long-term effect. I do believe that. Because I mean, we see people like Snoop Dogg and Tommy Chong and fucking Willie Nelson and all of those like prominent figures from the cannabis space, you know. But even then, like maybe, and not that the other ones didn't, because they have too, but maybe even some of like the entrepreneurial side guys of things, like a Burner or a fucking whatever. Chi-Town Hi-Fi, dude. This is what I'm glad that I sticking around over here. I'm golly, Mr. Rorik Ganja, fucking Chi-Town Hi-Fi and Guapo are the only names I can see in the chat right now, and those are the core of my fucking guys, and I appreciate y'all way more than you know. But yeah, even for all of us, I mean it, boys. I think that it means something. Oh, Mr. Rourke, the thing was, I replaced drinking, which I did like a fish for a very long time, with cannabis consumption for a while. And it was just, I did it all the fucking time. And I still think that I regulate myself throughout the day enough, but I'm maybe honestly smoking 2 or 3 times a day. Maximum, right? And there's times where I smoke 1 time a day still, right? Like, currently. And there's times where I don't smoke all day long currently. Just because I don't need to. I'm doing other shit. I'm with people who don't smoke. I do like the ritualistic part of it, but I do think that all of us would benefit from regular CBD use. And if you're not doing it, I understand it's expensive, but it's also like, it's annoying, dude. Annoying because you have to remember to do some shit again, right? Why do people have little pill trays to fucking take their pills? Because if not, you'd forget. Now, granted, some of them pills that are in there will make you forget too, so thank God that they got them little fucking pill calendars. But it's the same thing for us. If we don't have the calendar set for us, where we just go in there, pop it every day, and get in the routine of doing it, it's hard to do it. I keep mine in a bottle fucking on both of my nightstands. So I remember, at least when I'm going to bed, most of the time, I'm taking my CB. And honestly, it has kept me very even keel and very chill lately. I might, I just feel like even when I'm like excited about something, I'm not like excited. My brain is just going so fast trying to come to a resolution. And a lot of times it's hard to come to that resolution because you don't have the answer, or the people that you're communicating with are going a different direction, Anyway, I think that CBD has left me at a space where, like, no matter how anxious I get about the conversation at times, I'm like, I'm fucking chilling. I love you all. And, like, does THC give you some of that? Yes. But I will tell you, THC on its own, and this is from, I think, my most personal, my personal experiences from most recently, going away from THC, suppressing my whole system from it, and then coming back and shocking it with very aggressive THC doses. Incognito, what's good, my brother? I felt more of that paranoia thing. I felt more of that, like, edgy, right? Where, like, that is not what I'm trying to solve problems feeling. Right? Like, and not that I'm solving problems anyway, but when issues arise, man, I like to feel good and be capable of solving it. And I think with my regular CBD dosing, it has kept me so, like I said, just even when something I disagree with comes up, my first response a lot of times is to, like, look into it a little bit. Let's grab the information machine, because we all are carrying an information machine around on us. We might as well use it for something good. And, like, let's get to a point of understanding in this thing where, like, like I said, I'm always down to try to resolve some shit. And I think the best way to resolve the war would be atomic bomb, dude. I say it a lot. Let everybody smoke some. Now, it would be a lot of times, presidential conversations, presidential smoke sessions would be so much more cool. Can you think about that? If we had the people that were supposed to be in control of shit getting together going, here's how we would resolve any of the issues, from your side and my side. And it's good to have multiple perspectives and opinions on it. I don't know that they have to be so radicalized that it pulls you to one direction or the other, but I think that, like, you know, having multiple perspectives at certain things is a good idea. And I think cannabis consumption has just been a very, like, good communal philosophical space, somewhere we all can get together and go, hey, y'all want to fix this shit together? And I do. I want to fix it together. How can we do it? I think Project 21 is a noble idea. I'm trying to tell more people about it. That's my whole point. I'll tell more people. It's say maybe y'all are the same people, but that's okay, because then you're going to go tell 3, and then they'll tell 3 more, hopefully. Pay it forward.
Maggie comes Fleetfoot, face full of black soot, talking that the heat put plants in the bed, but the phone's tapped anyway. Maggie says that many say they must bust
Yep.
an early May. Orders from the DA. Look out.
I've been doing more of the computer science stuff again. I do like it. I'm telling you what. The only reason I was thinking that is because I was thinking about 3 in exponents. And then I started to just think about binary, which is 2 in exponents. You know what I mean? Golly. Oh, hopefully some of you do. If not, the other some of you are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Talking about computer science and cannabis all together in one conversation. I did just smoke too. So, philosophical, baby. Ah, shit, friends. What a cool plant. There are only 10 types of what? Critical thinking for the win. Oh, Chi-Town. I'm a big fan. Yeah, Oh, wow. Wow. I can't do that one. You know what I mean? I'll just yeah. That was me counting in binary on my fingers. I like it. I like it. Just saying. I really do like fucking AI, friends. I think it's neat. I've spent a lot of attention on it lately. What solutions can we solve? What things do we need to solve? What are the problems with cannabis, you know? I get it, some of the laws and stuff, but that's like, I'm beyond that. Like, what is the... AI is faking. Kinda. It's kinda, but it's kinda not, dude. That's how we got this cool song. $99 Windows. Fine, double fine. Like fine wine. Um, yeah, that's what I was just having a little bit of. Some corpse paint. What a name, huh? If y'all could name one weed just out of nowhere, you just came up with a name. Have you ever thought about what you would name your weed? You got any good names that like... We thought about it for a little while, and I'm sure I came up with something clever at the time. I'm trying to come up with something clever now. Oh, I think mine was Statindica. Yeah. Statindica. I don't know. I know that the state made a few aphid kush and mite cookies back in the day, and I always thought that that would be like, you know, I wonder, like, they called it corpse paint, you know, I'm wondering if you called it like mite cookies, how many people would know what was going on. I bet it, you know what, I mean, they did call a strain the Hawk Tua for a little bit, and that sold because of just the catchphrase of it. But I wonder how many people would buy, like a mite cookies or an aphid kush. I know how many people have. I was there for a couple of them. I once watched this is no joke. I once watched a piece of weed crawl. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. There was a bug that was in the weed, like in the weed, and like when they opened the can, they looked into it, they saw it, they were like, what's that moving? And then dumped the weed out, and then it crawled across the counter, and they took a video of it, so I got to see it. And then they picked the nug back up and like showed me the living thing. And they said, hey, I've just never had this happen. Is it okay for me to get a new one of these and not have to smoke the bug weed? And I was like, wow. I think if it was up to me, I would give you two and hope that you didn't tell anybody about it. But I didn't produce a shit, nor do I care. But yeah, I did watch a thing of weed one time crawl. It had the bug in it. Windows. Little flash gassy. Ooh, I do like the gassy strains. That's my thing. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Do you have a favorite, like, note to cannabis? Like, what your favorite thing to smell is, or your favorite combination? Because I think if it was for me, I would probably do, like, gas, garlic, and oranges. Okay, I think those are really my... F sharp? Dude, I thought about the capital 7s, but I really refrained from it. Dude, Geek Bar tier list, right? Oh my god. This guy. Oh yeah. The THCA, man. I like that. What's good, dude? Happy fucking Thursday. How you feeling? He said Geek Bar tier list right now. I can't do it, dude. I would, I wonder if it where the hell this thing's at. Let's get it really. I got way too much THC. You know, that's really what it is. Oh, you know what? I wonder. Oh. Damn. I was looking for Illinois cannabis brands because I would have done it. Maybe we should make it. Pictures at the top for me. Ghost drop 10. Yeah, I like very tangerine forward strains too, man. Anything that's like sweet orange thing. But you put a little gas and garlic in that. Oh, no shit. Dude, it's so crazy. I mean, yeah. The Real Young Knight. Look, for everybody that's out there, you see what he said? BOGOs. BOGOs from online fire. You know? And like, fire enough for all of us. Oh, Chi-Town. I'm so looking forward to it. So welcome to 2020, baby. Yeah, that's it.
They wanna shake me up, they egg me on to scream. I'm like a rock, words don't touch me. Inside there's a volcano.
Do they do not have a searching? Oh, let's go. On.
I wanna be calm, it's my situation, a desolation. I'm like a lament, Bolivian lament, that began one day and won't ever end, and it doesn't hurt anyone.
Have you yet to see a difference? Guapo, what am I looking at?
Drunk and crazy, my foolish heart will always shine, and I will love you forever. Baby, don't comb your hair in bed, because the travelers will be delayed.
Who makes a fucking website without a search bar? What the fuck am I doing over here? Anyway, sorry. um. Oh, hemp. Marijuana and marijuana-derived concentrates are strictly prohibited. Oh, nice. Oh, I like that. Oh, and, you know, knowing about the THCA hemp is good. Because it's good. It's the same, dude. It's just who grew it. I'll say the same thing I've been saying for, I don't know, fucking 10 years plus now. It's not what it is. It's who grew it. Because a lot of us have had far worse and still felt fine about it. Now, granted, are there worse growing habits that are arguably more deteriorative or more harmful to your lungs and just altogether? Like, there's a good chance of that. You know, especially with PEGs, PG, what is it? Performance growth. What does it do? I don't fucking know. Performance enhancing growth. You know what I'm saying? Growers, help me out. That's why shit. PGI? Plant growth inhibitors. That's exactly it. That's why it hits so hard. Just add a little propylglycol. Regulators, mount up. It was a clear, dark night. That's awesome. PGRs. Performance growth regulators. That's right. Is that like the franklist.info? Is that like... Oh, you can... Oh, I see. Wow. Is there... Here, let's see. Any of it? Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, that's but that's exactly the whole thing. Well, what was, I mean, there's so many out there. Fucking Cookies has one, for shit's sakes. Fucking Burner's doing it, you know? He was one of the first to jump on the bandwagon at that scale. And kudos. I've always been a fan. So welcome to 2020. Yeah, that's my whole point is, yeah, I'm a fan. I've never wanted to. I think that's really the thing. Like, I don't know, maybe. I guess maybe I could sit in a shop all day by myself if okay, so the first dispensary, one of the first dispensaries I went to in Colorado was one guy in like the smallest little space. He had all of his product over his shoulder. It was just very low key and fucking like it was one guy. It was that was it. Well, and that's really it. Yeah, but you can't do smoke kind fire, but gotta find the right shit. Oh, and that's exactly it. There's a couple of them. That other one that we were looking at, Bo, the Cali whatever, that shit giggity gas. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of like overhead costs it's unnecessary to do the thing with, maybe. I don't know. I mean, yes. I wouldn't mind. See, this is why I talk about like reclassifying, because to pick between a hemp license and a like full-blown cannabis license from the state, like that's stupid. They're both bad licenses. I mean, I'm for, honestly, the hemp one's better than the other one for individuals like you and I, but I also just wish that I had a peddler's license, which was kind of the in between of all of this shit. I would still I'll pay the taxes and all the dumb shit, but allow me to represent the product that I represent, so long as I'm not hurting anybody with it. And I'm sure that you would have to get a special insurance and all kinds of shit that would come from, right? But I don't think that, yeah, I don't know. And that's exactly the whole thing. What Young Knight's saying there, like, how many QPs, how many people do I have to sell QPs to at 200, right? And then what's the, like, it's almost like, it almost doesn't make sense. Could I do it? I think so. I would love to like just have that interaction, but it would suck too for the other people who were coming in, right? Because they'd be like, well, I want to get my shit too. I just wouldn't be able to run an efficient business by myself. I would love to do it. I'd love to make everybody sit there and fucking wait, but who the fuck is going to wait for me? You know? And I'm not saying that to be some fucking self-hater. It's just like, golly, I'll just go I'll just go online and fucking get it for, you know what I mean? I can get it shipped to my front door. I heard something like, all right, I'm gonna blow my mind again. How many cows does McDonald's sell a day? It is 1,250 to 2,000 cows per day. All right. And then if you multiply that by fucking 365, you're like, well, 300 is fucking, dude, 6 million and 65. Like, no, hold on. I gotta be able to fucking pull my calculator because I'm talking on my ass right now. Yeah, 730,000. 730,000 cows a year. Dude, well, if they made the burgers AI with non-burger burgers, you know what I mean? Bro, it's just all a simulation. They're good for you. Yeah, we'll tell you right now. How many plants do they kill? That's a good question. Let's find that out. How many plants are consumed to make Impossible burgers? Primarily soy, coconut, sunflower, and potatoes. Holy shit. And they lab grow the plants. Yeah. Yeah. Do you mean by like Lassie taking a piss on them? Like nitrates and fertilizer? Like lab, like a chocolate lab or a yellow lab? Because if so, I think so. What kind of dog was Lassie? That's a better question. Dude, now you're talking. You want to talk about... This is a whole new play. Could a vegan eat it? It's a good question, dude. Grow the plants on the cows. Lassie was a collie? Yeah, that makes sense. Do you think you could collie grow the plants? No plants were harmed in the making of this podcast. Oh, yes, there was. It wasn't harmed. It was given a fond final part of its life. It wasn't hurt. It was vaporized. Dude, Chi-Town, I've been trying to figure out some cheat codes myself. Up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. I think they already do 3D print cows. You ever go to the Brookfield Zoo and then put your money into the little plastic injection molding machines and then smell the gorilla plastic mold when it comes out? Yeah. Oh, the giraffe, the rhinoceros. They all kind of smell like themselves. You know what I mean? Mine personally, my favorite one was the gorilla one. It smelled the best. They have new molds. Really? Do you hand crank it? I like the hand crank molds. That's a lot of fun. Like the penny pressers. LB. Oh, left bumper. A, B, B. Left, right. Right, up. X, Y. Moldorama! Moldavite, even, if you will. God damn it. Real Young Knight. Ugh. How do I undo it? Alright, right bumper. BAA. Right, left, down, YX. Shit, double gay. Double gay. Fuck. I felt it that time, actually. Now they give you a copper slug? Yeah, because the pennies aren't made out of copper. Not since 1973. Well, there's still some, but
Slept in like 2 nights. Forgive me if I'm a fool tonight. But have you seen the moon tonight? Let's find some time. I'll let you in this mind of mine. We'll travel places far and wide. The stars will be our guide.
well, that's, you know,
I know how hard we try, but still we're getting hardly by. So let's just try to enjoy the ride. Let's go
no,
towards the sky.
you know, but I like to sometimes just share with a friend. That's all I'm saying, Guapo.
The world makes sense to me, and I can't ever
Why are we ever
so wide awake.
doing the whole thing by ourselves, you know?
Got my mood right. Don't know if I do it right. Don't know what to do with life. But have you seen the
Uh,
that shit too bright? And
I wonder how to get ungay.
nights. Forgive me
Gonna be
if I'm a fool tonight. But have you seen the moon tonight? Got my mood
I'll just choke myself on fucking to play a little. Oh, that did not feel good. You know, I'm done with this joke. It's not funny anymore. I'm not gay. Yeah, well, sometimes you go full send, and then I don't know. He's lurking now. That's for sure.
have you seen the moon tonight? Got my mood right. Don't
Oh,
if I do it right.
pray the gay away.
What to do with life? But have you seen the moon?
Oh man,
That shit too.
it doesn't have to be the wrong website. I can cross post. 2026, dude.
But have you seen the moon?
Dude, I mean, in today's economy, you know what I mean? When 40%, 30% of the job market is disrupted by AI, you'll be left to do nothing else but suck a dick. So, you know what? Get some fucking AI-proof fucking skills, my friends. That's all I'm saying. Or you're out there having to, you know, get fucking cheat codes from Real Young Knight. Oh, gas is stupid expensive, dude. And you know what? I had to get somewhere. Alright? They had a fucking buy one, get one free joint at the fucking local dispo. And I was going. You know what? Chi-Town, you're not wrong. If I, the thing is, that there, yeah, damn it. People are gonna get caught up in some shit like that. Pretty soon everyone's gonna be giving robots BJs. What do you think they're into? The robots. Yeah, that's right, Guapo. There was an increase in attention there for a little bit, but it's kind of fallen off recently, don't you think? Dude, Chi-Town, I think that Indiana could do something here. All right, you could go buy your fireworks, your gas, and your fucking cannabis all from one spot, and it could just be Wild Willie Kaplan's fucking gas and gas. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Gas, and blasts, dude. Yep. Yep. Nuts and bolts, that's right. Electroshock therapy. Mm-hmm. Yep. I think you're right. A little, I think a little, they might be into that electricity thing. I think that might be a stimulant to them. You know what I mean? It fires all their neurons and shit. Their little fucking pathways. Their transistors. Oh. Oh, transistor fisters, dude. That's probably what they're into. Yeah. Gets them all lit up. A little jazz. Mm-hmm. They get the jazz finger. Hey, to the Bears tailgate. What? What kind of bear are we talking about? And what kind of tailgate are we talking about? Are we still on the fucking OnlyFans talk? I got lost there. Whose owner just died? Shock therapy? Anyway. Ooh, yep. A little, what was his name? The Tin Man. Yep. It's got some jumper cables and a bag of ice. Holy shit. They put their foot in the bag of ice, and then you just give them the shit, you know? You drop the fucking... a toaster and a bathtub, dude. It's gonna light them up, bro. What? Oh, really? Oh, shit. Damn, the OnlyFans guy? Damn, that's fucked up. Transistor fister, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. Oh! The fucking Indianapolis Bears? I think they're gonna be the DeKalb Bears, dude. The Arlington Bears? Dude, the brave little toaster. I wonder if they're into some weird shit and they put some face on the toaster. You know what I mean? They give them a little fucking extra couple of features. They just hook a fucking fidget spinner up to the side of them, spin it up, and then fucking drop it in. You know what I mean? There's some fun. It's like multifaceted. Brave little bath bomb. Wow. That holds water. Mm-hmm. I want a robot. I think you can lease one for not that much right now. I mean, that might be the one that, like, accidentally kicks you in the nuts still. So, you know, lease at your own risk. But I think you can get one for, you know, less than you get most fucking Camrys. Damn, Chi-Town. That's a fucking touche. Are they really? Oh, no, and that's exactly it, Chi-Town. You gotta watch out for him kicking you in the nuts. If you guys really want a good football experience anyway, and this is not coming from a fan of anything, okay? I don't mind. I don't care. Do whatever you do. I genuinely tell you, go to Lambeau. It's a electric fucking feeling in that place. And it's just because of how the stadium is set up. Like, in every other stadium that I've been to, fucking, there's like some level of like, I don't know, you can see the consumerism in it. It's different, dude. Yeah. Hey. Electric. Woogie, 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 woogie. And the other thing is, you can wear whatever color shirt you want to in that place. And they don't chant hatred at you while walking away from the place. Or try and steal your car. The bleachers are pretty shit. I do recommend trying, you know, oof. It is, yeah. You guys spent $500 a ticket, had to share a half a seat. Well, look, you did it wrong, okay? I mean, you probably did it right. You probably still had a great fucking time. Stop getting too aggressive. But it is, man. No, not. Listen, yeah, bingo. Listen to Guapo. I can only speak to 3 places, so I can't really be. I did hear that Kansas City is a lot of fun to go to, though. Yeah, you want to be about 50-yard line, 40 fucking seats, but that's the same thing in fucking Soldier Field too. The best place to be in Soldier Field is that second deck, like hanging over the first deck, bro. Because then you're like on top, and I'll tell you what, that was one of the better viewing experiences that I've ever had. Right? Because it's the same thing as where you would be at in Lambeau, but Lambeau slanted out, so you're just exponentially getting further away. Where in fucking Chicago, they like kind of overstacked the two, so you're like up in some shit. But it, you know, I think they're all a very expensive experience. Street Fighter movie trailer. Did I see it? I think I did. Yeah, no, it's got Jason Momoa and fucking as Blanca, which is the coolest shit. I'm a big fan of that, actually. Fucking Roman Reigns as Akuma. Pretty cool. Oh. Fucking Andrew Koji as Ryu, huh? Wow. Alright. I don't know if I've seen the... I think I did see the Blanca thing, though. 15 hours ago. Wow. I'm gonna have to look at that. Can I watch the trailer on here? If I can watch it in here, I'll give no shits. I'll do it. That's what I'm gonna do if I do it. Alright, let's pause this. Street Fighter official trailer. Let's take a quick peek. Wow, that's super cool. Oh, hell no.
You're not a warrior anymore, you're a sideshow.
What's up, MTV? I'm Ken Masters.
This is your shot at redemption.
Oh,
Were you gonna show
look at 50. I played as Blanca every time that I fucking played Street Fighter. That was my guy. I mean, I obviously had to do some fucking Ryu and stuff through my time, but I was...
I'm paid to find champions. Even if they're lost.
Trying to get up that creepy hill of hope.
Good to see you, old friend.
For a destination.
Still reckless.
Wow.
We have to be ready.
Heyo.
Everyone keeps going on about your thighs. I don't see what the big deal is. Bitch, please.
That was some abracadabra shit.
Yeah, that's... They showed Blanca for 1 fucking second, dude. That's cool. I get into that. I like that kind of style of hey, stop it. Stop. It's settled. um yeah, that was I'm a fan. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was far more of a fucking Mortal Kombat guy myself. And alright, I'm gonna tell y'all a great story. I was at a dispensary once, and the person who came in to purchase cannabis was... There was an aura. Okay, happy 11/11, first of all. Secondly, there was an aura about this human. And I was like, man, I fucking feel like I know this lady from somewhere. There's something going on. Like, how do I know her? Where is she from? We talked for a little bit. She ended up coming back where she would only interact with me. So she would wait until I was available, and then we would, because she was purchasing on behalf of her, as a caregiver. And we started talking. She said, yeah, I used to be an actress. And I was like, nah, for real? Can I ask, like, any roles that I might know you from? And she said, yeah, I played Sonya in fucking the Mortal Kombat movies. And I was like, wait, pardon the fuck out of me? That was like when I was a kid. That was like pinnacle fucking, I don't know. There was a nostalgia in that one. I used to play as Jax all the time, or Liu Kang. I had some Raiden skills too, but yeah. Anyway, so it ended up being like one of my childhood crushes. Like the only other person that could have walked through the door that I would have, as a child, had a bigger crush, maybe Topanga, and the Pink Power Ranger also. That was like when I was a kid, you know? Oh, what was her name too? Demi Moore? It was only because of that one scene in Striptease, I think, really. But those other three were like childhood little boy, like those are the jams. So, and one of them I got to know. Incredible human. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Little bit of the Jennifer Aniston thing. Oh, a little bit of the Halle Berry thing too. I'm just going back through nostalgia of who I had little kid crushes on now, like celebrity crushes and stuff. I think that was like a crush as celebrity attraction, I think. Yeah. Like I said, Pinnacle, top 3. Sonya, Pink Power Ranger, fucking Topanga. I've yet to meet the other 2. You think I could? I think I could. I don't want to pay to meet somebody, though. I'd rather just... Ooh, Alyssa Milano's a good one, too. You know who I did really have a decent crush on was Marissa Tomei from fucking My Cousin Vinny. All right, that was one. Yeah. The two youths. Hello. Oh. Aunt May. Mm-mm. Nope. Other. 7 and 9. Also, another one. No. Oh. Let me see if I can send it to you. But yeah, fucking there's yeah. Not that who it is necessarily as much as the embodiment of the character. And it is because again, I played way more, and I was a big Scorpion fan too. I played a lot of Mortal Kombat back in the day. Probably when I first started, I was more of a Scorpion guy. And then it evolved into Jax for a long time. I just like ripping people's arms off and then beating them with it. But yeah. It's back in the 2D days where I didn't get motion sick from Liu Kang fucking shooting across the screen too many times. Well, I'm gonna smoke one. Then I'm gonna yeah, I smoke one. Really all I gotta do. Mr. Rourke, thanks for being around. I appreciate the hell out of you. I think it's one more smoke o'clock, and then you know what, brothers. Oh, drummer. Happy Thursday. I've been, honestly, I asked about you earlier. Said I missed you. We played one of your songs, came through. Oh yeah, miss you too, friend. I hope so. I hope all is well. Banging at the Arches, I think. I like getting better. Yeah. We you know, we should have a quick chat, friend. Whenever you got some time, you should after I get off, if you want to call for a minute, and I'd love to hear that. When I get off, if you want to call me, if not, call me tomorrow sometime or some shit. But I'd love to have a chat with you. Hell yeah. But yeah. You know what, can I let me get my friend's input on this. Should I apply to be on Survivor? Would y'all watch Survivor? Well, you guys watch me on Thursday nights. There's gotta be, I mean, Biz, why are you here right now to say no to that? Biz, golly. I think that I want to, man, I'm more honestly scared to fucking fly there. So, oh man, the jokes this guy is capable of, and fucked up. Nah, he didn't see it. No. There was a little bit of... Listen, Biz. Okay? I put in the wrong cheat code. I put on a wrong cheat code and somehow it turned me gay. It's fucking... Chloe's fault, pretty much. Fucking ruined it. Yeah, well, you did a great job of that, my friend. Great joke, great burn. I feel it personally. Yeah. You're old news. Says the guy who fucking bought a glass hitter and smoked out of it one time. Forget you, dog. Y'all want to make fun of somebody, Biz over here. It wasn't good. One time he bought one ply and like. Oh man, that's wild. Underground Lounge. About it. When is that? Next Friday. What's that? The 24th. 24th Underground Lounge. 424. what's 420 for? You know what I mean? To make you accept the rough feelings your friends make you feel when they make fun of you. Mm-hmm. That's what 420 is for. Help you fucking recover from the ambulance ride. Yeah. Anywho, I greatly appreciate all of y'all. Let's get in this thing really quick. Wapo, Mr. Rourke, Ganja Toker, Chi-Town Hi-Fi, The Real Young Knight, Zeppelin Can, Incognito, John Voight, Drummer, Genetic Memory Farms, Dudley Dawson, Biz, Dr. Lebby, Chi-Town Hi-Fi, Sean Whitney. What a squad. I appreciate the fuck out of all of you. Thanks for coming in and sharing your jokes about me with me. That's pretty much it. No, I appreciate all of you. Don't forget. Oh. I hope you strike peace when you seek it. I hope you find love when you need it. And I hope you can cope when you feel it. Peace, love, and cope. Peacekeepers.
And fentanyl ain't no good. And fentanyl ain't no good. And fentanyl ain't no good. And fentanyl ain't no good.
Donuts. Yeah, I absolutely will. Drum, Dudley Dawson. Later, my friend. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone else. Here you go. Look at that. Written out. The fucking good night button. It says it right there. You gotta. Oh. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, there he is. I was like, what the hell? I got a button for Biz, and he just wasn't popping up. But there he is. This is the best he's ever looked in his life. Alright? One time. He actually looked cool. Can't believe it. Y'all ever see that? Otherwise, he's just, wait, hold on. Where are we at? Crying ass. Fucking, here we go. There he is. Here he is. Little Biz. Alright. I miss all of you already. Dr. Levy, Chi-Town, my friends, Biz, Drum, Guapo, Rourke, Dudley Dawson. If I missed any of you. Gary. I know you're out there somewhere. Oh, also, Seymour Butts. Yeah. All my friends. All right, guys, gals. I miss you already. Have a lovely night. I'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, hey, happy 420 to everybody. Okay? Be safe out there. And like I said, get some CBD to counteract all the THC. Miss you all already. Have a good night, my friends. Bye now.